All right, welcome, family. Today we are going to be going over the three tiers of business. I wanted to make sure that I did a nice breakdown of how we build credit. All right, so it is three tier. Well, honestly, it's four tiers. Okay, but today we're going to get into the three popular most widely used tiers, and I'll briefly go over the fourth tier to business credit. So again, to piggyback off of the last video, we want to preserve our capital and spend other people money, OPP, other people's property. Okay, so with doing that, there are steps. In business, there are tiers. Okay, so business credit and personal credit are separated by them. Well, you can separate your business from your personal credit by one, going and watching the Get It Done, Ma'am video so that you can learn how to separate personal credit from your business credit. And that way you can have a lot more freedom and can kind of get things done without entering your social security number. So let's get right into tier one because it is levels to this, okay? And I don't want you to think that it is a race or a rush. This is what I would consider a marathon. Marathons, you are moving full speed ahead, but there are different legs to a marathon. All right. So this particular marathon has three tiers, possible four. There is no rush. You want to do this properly, correctly, and efficiently. You don't want to necessarily do it quickly, unless you can, but that's not the goal. Okay. All right. So going straight into tier one because it's only up from here. This is the beginning. This is the bottom floor. This is the alpha. Okay. All right. So this is the starting point for building business credit. All right. You do not have to have business credit when you start. So when you start, let's go back to the first video. That is going from an idea to reality, meaning you're going to choose the business name. You're going to get your state tax ID, your EIN, your Duns and Bradstreet. When you do those steps, you do not have business credit. And no credit is the same as bad credit. Does that sound familiar? It almost sounds like a play straight out of the personal credit playbook. All right. So that is one of the similarities. Okay. You don't have business credit when you start, just like you don't have personal credit when you start. And no credit is the same as bad credit. All right. Now, this is easily remedied. Meaning there's an easy remedy, there is a easy formula, there is an algorithm in place that can be done on the front end. But you got to do this before the plot thickens. Does this sound familiar? Personal credit. Once you get, one or two bad credit cards, it can get really thick and ugly before you know it. All right. Now, I just want to make sure that I reiterate that you don't have business credit when you first start, and no credit is the same as bad credit. But we can fix this, okay, you guys? We can fix this. You lying. I ain't lying, y'all. But Uline is definitely a tier one account. This is a company that, again, if you go to the first video, Get It Done, you will get a nice overview of Uline, its products, how the Net 30 account with Uline works. All right, but I thought it was a good pun for Uline. Okay. All right, so here is the plan. Screenshot, write it down, repeat, repeat. You want to secure 5 to 10 accounts, but 3 good accounts will work. What are good accounts? So in the wide world of business, there are many different businesses, okay? And there are many businesses that are out there to help companies build credit, but at the same time, they're offering products and services. You don't need to sign up for all 10 different, companies and their services and products. Find 3 good accounts that work well with your business. Now, I will be honest, in the beginning, you may need to get an account that may not be as useful. An example for me with my popcorn business, I have a hard time on Granger. Granger is more for industrial type work, landscaping, carpentry, contracting type work. So it's very hard for me to find products on there. However, Granger is a great tier 1 company that will report to the different credit bureaus. All right. So 3 good accounts are accounts that will work with your business, but you may need to get an additional account to build that business credit. And I know I said not quickly, but to build that business credit efficiently to make it a well-rounded business. Okay. And you want to spend $50 to $150 with these companies that are providing business credit. So let's get into credit. There are different ways that you can have credit as we're going through the tiers. You can have a credit with that company, meaning they will give you a line of credit, $1,000. You can spend it on my website and you don't have to pay it for 30 days. My money millionaires know from the last video that those are net 30s. Okay, net 30s. You don't have to pay for 30 days. But in my research, I have found that there are other companies such as A to B gas cards where they will start you out with a net 7, meaning you can swipe my gas card, but you will have to pay that amount within 7 days. So this is one of my 3 good accounts. I need a gas card. I need a Uline, okay? And there are a couple of others that I have, but the point is find an account that works for you, all right? You do not have to have a driving or trucking business to get gas cards. I deliver my product, so I need a gas card. All right. Play number 3, you want to pay before the due date, preferably 2 weeks before. But like I just stated, there are some companies that are net 7. You can't pay 2 weeks on the 7th day, due date. But the point is you want to pay before it's due. If it's due in 7 days, pay it in 4. All right. This, again, my money millionaires from the last video will do what? Increase your paydex score efficiently, okay? By paying your bill before it is due. I mean, think about it, you guys. You didn't have to have the money that day, so just pay it before it's due. They're giving you 7 to 30 days to pay on items that you need, or gas, or some are Visa cards. So this is like cash, liquid cash. So just pay before it is due and your paydex score will go up. Number 4, keep updated account info. This is so important. Literally go out and buy your business a business binder so that and I will provide, and all you have to do is DM me. I will provide to you guys a business credit spreadsheet. All right. It'll have the due dates, the company, the due dates, purchases, and the limits. So let's go through 2 examples that I've used. You have 2 companies, Uline, all right, A to B gas cards. Uline is due every 30 days. A to B, let's say we worked our way up to a 14 net so that we pay every 2 weeks on our due date. Uline, we have a limit of $2,000, A to B, $1,000. So on this spreadsheet, it would have those two companies, their limits, what we have purchased. So I wouldn't put, $60 worth of bubble wrap. I would put $60, the due date, not the 30-day due date, but my 2-week out due date. And I would also have the limits there. So again, DM me and I will make sure that I get out to you the spreadsheet to keep up with the different companies that you are applying to, as well as a nice tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 account list. That is game. All right, that is game. So let's move on to the next tier, because that is the next step. You get 3 good accounts, possibly 5 to 10. You're going to spend $50 to $150 on each account. Okay. You're going to pay before your due date, and you're going to keep update account information. This is not just for you, but this is for, tax purposes moving forward on as far as expenses, because these accounts are going to be the expenses. These are your supplies. This is your product, okay? All right, moving right along. Here we go. The sauce is here. You guys, screenshot, write down. These are tier 1 companies, okay? Quill, Granger, Uline, Crown Office Supplies, Wise Business Plans, Business T-shirt Club. And I'm going to now the last one, the Business T-shirt Club, I have to put a little asterisk mark, because as I was searching online, I've actually seen some pretty not good. Yeah, some pretty not good reviews as far as quality. So be very, very careful when it comes to getting things printed out. All right, the T-shirts. So I shouldn't have added that one, okay? Because I have not ordered from them, so I don't know, but I do look at reviews and I do take those reviews into thought. So I just forgot to put that asterisk there, that you want to be really careful when you're getting things printed out for you, because yeah, you just want to be careful with that. Do your research on a good T-shirt printing company, market printing company, okay? So these companies, again, will work with new businesses as far as setting up business credit, and they report to the bureaus, business credit bureaus. So one thing that I have learned also is that companies do change. So you may want to check with them just to see which business credit bureaus that they report to. Do they report to all 3 or just 2? And that will also be a column on the spreadsheet so that you know what accounts you've signed up for, who they are reporting to, and so forth. So again, you want to Google, go to these websites. Now, I know for sure with Quill, you do have to make a purchase first. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back, because what we're looking at is net 30s, net 14 accounts. However, Quill and Granger as well, if I'm not mistaken, you do have to make a purchase first, and then they will offer you to be into their net 30 program. Okay. And you always want to sign up for the business side of everything here. You don't want to go in as a customer, search that website until you see business sign up or something very similar. All right. So again, that is source tier 1 accounts, net 30s. Why do I keep saying net 30? Because we are spending other people's money. We are purchasing items and we are not paying for them until sometime in the future. That means we are making money and we're not paying for it at the moment. Okay, you don't understand? Again, go to the first video. Get it done, sir, ma'am. Okay, get it done. Get it done. All right. Now, tier two, tier two, tier two, it gets even better. Okay, even better. All right, now like tier one, this is capital extended by businesses to businesses. All right, that's all we've really been talking about, you guys, is business to business, B2B. Okay, if you ever see B, capital B, the number 2, and another capital B, that means business to business. All right, the difference. All right, that's what we're here for, right? The difference in tier one and tier two is that tier two companies will conduct a business credit check before extending credit. So that means you have to have some business credit established. Hence the 3 accounts, the 5 accounts from tier one. Great example. Applying for certain gas cards like the USA Murphy or the Murphy USA, I think I said it backwards, is Murphy USA. They may require, if you have not built up your tier one, a deposit, just like in the real world or the personal credit world, where you have to, get a secured card before you're able to just go off of your own credit. So if you have not properly built tier one, then when you come to tier two and your business credit is not established or it's rocky, all right, you may be facing deposits. All right, the tier two usually includes larger credit lines. Yes, 10, 20,000, longer terms. I don't have to pay net 60, net 90, net 90, okay? And in some cases can be used for equipment financing. Don't that sound great? Because when I think of equipment, I ain't even gonna lie, you guys, I went straight to a box truck. But you could have your own landscaping company, okay? You could be a general contractor that needs, I don't know, where my handyman at, you know what I'm saying? They need a drill to go drill. I don't know, whatever. But you may need some type of equipment. And in tier two, it can be financed, meaning you would pay a certain amount, not the full amount, hence spending other people's money. All right. So if you need to purchase something that is created or sold by another company, let's say you need balloons, because you have a balloon business, or let's say you have your own car wash and you need chemicals, like you need them by the buckets, you know what I'm saying? You moving. So chances are you can get it financed. Finance that next big machine item, or yeah, you may do t-shirts and you need a printing machine. You can get this thing financed. You don't have to drop 10 bands for the newest t-shirt printer. You can drop 2,200. You know what I mean? Pay it out over time. So tier two, larger credit lines, longer terms, and can be used for equipment financing. They will conduct a business credit check. So again, it takes time. You're going to get a couple of tier one accounts. You're going to buy some items. You're going to pay them on time. You're going to make some money. And then you're going to come back to tier two to upgrade you. Okay, upgrade. That's all. All right. Verizon Wireless, one of the tier two companies that offer business credit. Credit for businesses. You can, of course, phones, the MiFi, which is a mobile Wi-Fi device, so that you're able to have Wi-Fi no matter where you are. Hence, truck drivers that are all over and they need Wi-Fi access. They need their GPSs to work, okay? They cannot be caught in the middle of South Dakota looking crazy, all right? So you have Verizon, and we're gonna get into some other companies here, but when you're thinking business credit, you just think a little further up the food chain. So you're starting to come in play with the big boys now, all right? Big boys now. All right, the plan to execute tier 2. And the plan really, you guys, is the same, but not the same. You're gonna tweak it just a little. You're gonna secure 3 good accounts, a good Verizon account with the business, 2 other good solid accounts. You're gonna spend in this tier what the business needs only. So you're not gonna say, oh, well, let me get this other account just so it can, help. No, 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 no. When we get to tier 2, patience pays. Okay. You're dealing with 20,000, 10,000. This is just 1 or 2 cars. So that's 30,000 right there. Patience pays. We want to make sure that we are only getting what we can afford at this point, because this is where we can really go out bad. Okay. $20,000 credit limit. You go do what you need. Oh, Lord. Okay. But this is also where magic happens. Okay. This is where magic happens. So same deal. Pay before due date. All right. Keep updated accounts. Move to the next tier. We are washing and repeating, guys. Nothing new. We have not changed anything except for we're going to be careful with the business accounts at tier 2 because the money is larger. We want our business to grow exponentially, but we don't want to have more debt than is needed. Okay. Now, if you have a solid hold on the market, you run that thing. You hear me? You got a $20,000 card, you max it out. If you know this will bring you back 40,000 or 60,000 in revenue. So I'm not saying be timid. I'm saying be even more cautious because your business is growing up. It's your baby. Tier 1 is a baby. It's a win. It's a win. Now, now you're in high school. You got to get your shit together. You got to keep everything in line, in order. You're learning how to research and take notes. Like you're growing up and you're almost there. You are almost there. Okay. All right. Here we go, you guys. River of knowledge flows. Screenshot right down. These are tier 2 business accounts. Don't they look yummy? All right. So as you can see, the first 2, Honda Power Equipment, Caterpillar. So for my guys and gals that are into, tow trucks, they always need equipment also. I don't know, I'm not into it, you guys, but these are really solid companies that work with businesses. But again, remember the difference with tier 1 and tier 2. You need established business credit when you step into these guys. All right. So let's just look into some of them. We went over Verizon a little. We kind of got an idea from the personal side what Verizon could possibly do for the businesses as far as providing, tablets and phones and services. Now, Amazon Net 55. I told y'all what a Net 30 was. Okay. So that means you would have a Amazon limit, according to your business, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, where you can get on Amazon and order what is needed for your business and not pay for 55 days. Excellent. Enterprise. You may need vehicles for your Turo business. You may need vehicles for your personal chauffeur. I don't know. Okay. Business. Lowe's. It's like Home Depot. It's like Home Depot. All right, you see Sam's is there, Tiffany and Company. I haven't researched Tiffany and Company. I do have a few Tiffany pieces, so I have no idea. But I did get my 2 Tiffany pieces through my employer. So my employer at that time must have had a Tiffany and Company business account, because how were they able to offer everybody pieces of Tiffany? I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. Best Buy Business Advantage. All right. So these are, if you guys are noticing, as we move up, they get very broad. For instance, in the tier 1, you could only shop with Uline, Granger. You had to stay kind of with them, you know. You got a credit line with me only. With these companies, this is really opening up the gamut of ideas and venues and avenues that you could kind of explore. Winn-Dixie Grocery, okay, we have our chefs, all right, our caterers, our bakers, okay. So yes, as we move up, we are offered more. You are giving more freedom, you're given more freedom to really grow your business, you know. So keep that in mind as you guys are moving up in the ranks of business, okay? A consistent, whew, I'll repeat that, sorry. A consistent and heartfelt effort, heartfelt effort to completion is the foundation of excellent work, Mr. Benjamin Watson. A consistent and heart-filled effort to completion is the foundation. That means it's just the beginning of excellent work. All right. All right. Very important. You guys have to keep going. You cannot get stuck in life, in business, in a tier, nowhere. All right. Now, tier 3 business level accounts. All right. Woo! Y'all seen the flames. It's hot over there. Because when you get to tier 3, baby, now you are into the bank lending. And that's pretty much just in a nutshell. We are now dealing with the banks directly. This is the best known type of business financing. You cannot just run your behind to the bank thinking they just gonna drop a load. No. Typically, banks offering unsecured business lines of credit. Unsecured, okay? This means a personal and business credit check and personal guarantees are required. Did you guys notice this is the first tier that used personal? So by the time you get here, your personal credit, I mean, come on, you guys, you just had a whole Amazon net 55. If you can't sell, resell, or let me see. If you can't find something to sell, then I don't know what to tell you, because you've now made it to tier 3. Your personal credit should be getting its way, making its way. Because I can't put this on everybody. I can't tell you what you should be and how you should be, but I can, but I ain't. But by the time you get to tier 3, just know your personal credit, personal guarantees are required. I should have underlined required. All right. So the most basic level of bank financing, this is just basic, just first things first, is the business score and your business history. So you ain't finna open a business account in 6 months and go get a $10,000 loan from the bank. I mean, but you could. You could, and I'm gonna tell you how. Because it's in orange. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. And we're gonna get to the bottom because you could. All right, now for larger lines and loans, you need to be prepared with a good business plan and financials. What are financials? It's your financial record, okay? It's that good book that you've been keeping, showing your accounts. and how you keep up with your due dates and you've been paying, and just your financials, your tax returns, any type of financial information tied to your business, the bank wants to know. Okay, because now you going in there for 50,000, you taking long walks to the bank, baby. All right. So banks and most credit card companies, they are tier 3 lenders because credit card companies have to go through the bank. Now, here is the fine line, or not fine line, but here is what I was saying. If your personal credit is strong, if your personal credit is at least a 750 and better, all right, now is a good time to move on to tier 3 bank cash credit cards. Cash me out. All right. So you can actually move through these tiers with a strong credit score a lot quicker than someone who, let's say you have a 615, and in the personal world, that is, you are on your way, buddy. You go. But in the business world, you stay in tier 1, tier 2. But if you are at a 700, 750, 690 personal, then you can kind of skip tier 1. You can go right on in there to tier 2 and start applying, because you have you have proved some worthiness to where you don't have to build your reputation as hard as the others. All right. That's I am others. Others is I. Don't have to build it as hard. Okay. All right. So again, tier 3 is business level accounts or bank lenders, credit cards, cash credit cards. This is tier 3, okay? And here are some bank cash credit cards. So your local banks usually offer some sort of business loan or business credit card, but these are some of the more popular ones: Chase Bank, Bank of America, PNC, US Bank, Amex, which is American Express, Wells Fargo, and I cannot believe they don't have my Navy Federal Credit Union, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right. Now, I did tell you guys I was going to briefly mention tier 4. Tier 4 is investing. These are people that will invest in your business. They can be angel investors or other investors. But the point is, tier 4, you are established, baby. You got bank cash credit cards. You got accounts on accounts. You probably have more than one location. You're trying to go to another location. And yeah, you need a little investing. That is tier 4. All right. I specialize in the we, the us, and I, in the we, meaning we started from the bottom to the top, not top to the bottom. So once we all kind of get there, we'll definitely dive into investing. That is generational compounders, which is why I strongly, I preach this a lot, that you must have more than one way to invest money, time. All right. Have more than one way to invest your money and your time. You do not want to invest everything into one bucket of whatever it is, whether it is stocks, whether it is I'm investing into everything into this company. Have something put up, and because things happen, not bad things, but opportunities. And if you're fully fucking invested into this one thing, then when a really great opportunity comes along, you're married, you're stuck. I'm sorry, you're not stuck. You are joined one by one. You are joined to this other venture, and now you can't unlock any money. You can't unlock any time. You're stuck. I'm just gonna keep saying it. You're stuck. You're married to this one idea, this one venture, this one avenue, this one vehicle. And with business, you have to be versatile. and thinking. You don't want to put too much on your plate, but you don't want only meat on your plate. You want some vegetables on your plate. You want a little rice, a little starch. You know, you don't know how everybody eat, but you want a variety on your plate. So when you're finished eating this money, you're full, you straight. Maybe got a little room for dessert, maybe, but you don't ever want to just have one thing going on, you know. Even within that one thing, it need to be some other things going on. So if you like, look, girl, I can't do all this and that. Okay, cool. With that one thing, you need to draw a circle, put that one thing in the circle, and then draw a line outside that circle to another thing. So once you master what's in your circle, you can branch out. You got goals to keep going. You got goals to expand. And if you're not a person that can listen and visualize, I will do a visual one day where I draw a circle. I will put an idea in that circle and I will draw a little line off of the circle that branches off of the idea, expand this idea. So if you're into stocks, draw a circle, put the word stocks, and you draw off of the stocks. What else can I do outside of this stock that is related to stocks, that is related to that goal? So you guys stay versatile, all right? Stay learning, okay? This is a must. Verizon, pop quiz, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 2, you lying. Tier 1, Chase Bank. Ooh, busting. And they be busting. But anyway, Chase Bank. Tier 3, bank lending. So again, Uline, net 30 accounts, starter business, very friendly. Verizon Wireless, we're going into tier 2. We have established some business credit. We have established a payment history. We have established a Paydex score. Hint, hint, go watch the video. Get it done. If you don't know what a Paydex score is, go watch the video. Get it done. All right? Because that is important. Okay. So that is, you guys, everything that I have to offer for our tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 introduction. All right. I want to, wish everyone a blessed and a light-filled day. If you need me, I am here, always and forever. All right. You guys be safe. And again, be prosperous. If anything is needed, reach out to me, and I wish you the best.